I can't say he's weaker than me because really you're stronger.
No, he's not.
Right.
He's weaker.
Well, let me tell you this. Earlier today,
He's weaker. You know why? Because it's something that he didn't want to do. You can tell from his last videos, it's something he really didn't want to do. If it's something that he wanted to do and he had no problem with, when the conversation first happened, which they said was over a year ago, he'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Let me call him. But in reality, I didn't want to drive her there. I didn't want to watch. You can only do this once. You have all these rules. So he's in fact a very weak man. He's the total opposite. Yo, what's happening, family? It's your boy Bolo, and I'm coming to you with another video for educational purposes only. Today, I seen this headline and it looks like Adam22 is having buyer remorse already. Hasn't even been a week since the announcement. Looks like he's starting to realize the mistake that he made by allowing her to become a news reporter on the BBC. Trying to keep it PG. Now, Wack 100, who doesn't waste a moment. He loves to troll, and he's going to do that here. I haven't seen the video, but I know he's in it, so I'm anticipating lots of laughter from me.
you been getting any ass lately I should know about since you're all up in my sexual life?
Nah, bro, your shit's everywhere.
It is very heavily discussed on
I
the
am
internet today.
glad that your wife's not here. I'd have been uncomfortable.
Why?
I don't know, bro, because I'm like, I wouldn't have been able to talk shit to you. 'Cause that's your wife.
She would just laugh. She's having a good time with it.
No, but I can't do it. That's your wife.
Of course she's having a good time. She don't give a fuck about you, Adam. She knew this would really, in the public eye, damage your reputation, damage your manhood. People were going to emasculate you. And she said, I don't give a shit. I need to make this money. That's all she gives a shit about.
I'll be like, I feel like I was out of line.
Well, maybe I should bring her around. A little bit of a security blanket. So you'll have to behave yourself.
If I wanted to do
Pathetic.
something, you I'd have did it like 5 years ago.
You're talking about pegging?
When I really didn't like you, no, whooping your motherfucking ass.
Oh, okay.
When I really didn't like you, like 4 or 5 years ago, and the one that I didn't like you, I was like, this motherfucker don't have no respect. This motherfucker in my city and just straight blowing me off. Like, but you know what? I said, you know what, Wack? Your ass ain't in the parks or the garages. You in the fucking building. So find another way. Because of other shit, you seen where it gets you nowhere. Suge Knight did that shit.
What, the gangster shit?
Yeah,
Bringing
that-
gangster shit into business.
So what I did, I kept working until I got something that was attractive to
Yeah, Wack is pretty annoying to me. He's a little too trolly for his age, but he's a smart guy as far as a businessman.
you. And then once I got that and I was able to come in with that, then we was able to meet and build.
I just like making good content, you know? And
No, that's why I respect it.
at a certain point, like with this situation with my wife, you kind of realize that, like, okay, maybe I'm going to be the center of attention. I'm going to be the one that everybody else is making content about. But if I feel like I'm living my truth, if I'm doing something that I feel comfortable about, I'm not going to, shy away from that.
But you don't, because you're making all these rules. You told her that you're not gonna get used to doing this. It's just a one-off. It's not your truth. You're not that comfortable. It's something that you kind of been coached into over a period of time by her. She was just wearing you down slowly over time. She was gonna get this one way or another. Okay?
Hey, listen, bro. You a porn star with your wife. I commend you.
I don't.
I couldn't. I ain't gonna call you weird or crazy. Anytime a man can do some shit that I can't do because it involves mental emotions,
Right.
I can't say he's weaker than me because really you're stronger.
No, he's not.
Right.
He's weaker.
Well, let me tell you this. Earlier today,
He's weaker. You know why? Because it's something that he didn't want to do. You can tell from his last videos, it's something he really didn't want to do. If it's something that he wanted to do and he had no problem with, when the conversation first happened, which they said was over a year ago, he'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Let me call him. But in reality, I didn't want to drive her there. I didn't want to watch. You can only do this once. You have all these rules. So he's in fact a very weak man. He is the total opposite. Okay?
Hey, let me find it. Somebody sent me a clip on Academics' podcast. Kevin Gates says he'll allow another man to smash his girl as long as she tapes it, and let me make sure I'm getting the full title, as long as she tapes it and shows him. 500,000 views on Academics' channel 10 months ago.
You interviewed Gates already, right?
I have not. Sharp did.
Okay, so if it's something your truth, why are you using another man to justify your actions? That has nothing to do with it. That's fucking weird. Regardless if it's Kevin Gates, you, whack, it doesn't matter. It's fucking weird. Okay? But you didn't want to do it. Point blank, period.
But I don't think it's coming out.
That's the homie.
That's how you know
My man Runchy from
in
Grape
his
Street,
mental,
that's
he's not.
his right hand in family.
not totally
So
comfortable
when he
with
in
it.
town, I got to shoot a video with him anyway. I got him and Blueface, Young Magnificent, and True Call on one song.
Okay.
Crazy record. So when he in town, we're going to set it up.
I'm just saying, a lot of people seem to think like, oh, Adam, you can handle this, or this is in some way acceptable because you're a white boy. But then we're looking at Kevin Gates, who's a rapper, famous, rich rapper, and he's basically acknowledging not that he would be okay with a girl doing it from a porn sense. He's saying that it would actually kind of turn him on.
Everybody's sexuality is different. For instance, the other day, they asked to do the question.
Exactly, and he's not saying, Kevin Gates isn't saying, well, this person does it, so don't make fun of me. He said what he said, and he don't give a shit about what anyone else is saying about it. Because people have made videos about it. I did see, I forgot who it was, but I did see some videos saying that he's weird. Kevin Gates doesn't address it because he's actually living his truth. He's actually like, no, this is what I like. I'm cool with that. I don't need to bring in anybody else as another example of why you shouldn't make fun of me. That dude's unaffected. Unlike you, it's bothering you, it's eating you up inside.
On my floor, on the 100 side, and dudes like, fuck no, fuck no. They asked me, I'm like, absolutely, yeah, I'm with that.
What was the question? If you would do something?
No, would you let a woman suck your toes? They was like, hell, I said, nigga, what? That shit's amazing. She can put honey on them motherfuckers, drench them, and suck them motherfuckers till that enamel come off her teeth.
I'm not a foot dude. I'm not gonna hate on the foot fetish guys, but personally, I'm not a foot dude. That's not my thing. Don't put your mouth on my feet because I'm not gonna want to kiss you, man. That's crazy to me.
I guess I could have a woman suck my
But I'm
toes,
saying
but I don't really have a desire.
Yeah,
But I respect it,
everybody's sexuality and what their thing is different. Nobody has the same thing. Like this shit, this sexual shit ain't about just, all right, go in stationary, boom, 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 over with.
Right.
You know, motherfuckers is doing certain shit. Motherfuckers is drooling in their bitch mouth, saying, listen, I'm tying into your soul. Yeah.
You know, one thing that I know that I
Saying,
don't
bro.
like, today I was in the shower with my girl
Yeah.
and had to pee, so I started peeing all over her foot.
Yeah, nigga, all on her leg.
Didn't turn me on.
No?
No, I'm
I
indifferent.
don't do it all the time, but if I gotta do it, I'm gonna hose you down, lemonade. For sure. I'm not getting out, leg all
I'm
that.
peeing on my girl.
The other day I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw
They not gonna do that, but she go, oh, what are you doing?
I saw this porn star who I know and I'm attracted to her and I've had sex with her, and I saw a guy
Oops.
pissing in her mouth and she was chugging it, drinking it down.
That's crazy shit.
I was disgusted.
Yeah, because that's waste coming out of her.
I don't understand that at all.
Oh, no, that's different.
And then fecal matter is even worse.
What are you talking about, shit?
Well, I mean, it's out there. It's not allowed on OnlyFans.
You know
really?
what? It is.
The credit card companies don't want anything to do with it.
No, bro. You're right. We
That's
just
the
found
line.
out this dude that running Roosevelt, dude is into that shit.
Really?
He lets his bitch shit, then he turns her around.
Like war paint?
No, he turns her around and munches her ass. Shitty
shit on
booty and
it?
all.
Oh,
Damn.
Shitty booty and all.
That is
It's
crazy.
this girl we call Shitty Booty because she took a shit and her roommate.
That's
she
a
got
pretty creative name. Shitty Booty. What did she do? She shit and then someone ate her booty. Wow.
drunk. She
We
took
call
a
it
shit.
shitty booty.
She took a
got
shit.
a shitty booty.
She took a shit in her roommate's bed,
Yeah.
and the nigga Freddie Roosevelt, this nigga will pull her ass cheeks and put his face all in the ass and munch it all out and come out.
All right, so basically, it seems like they're just going for the worst of the worst examples to basically say what he did is okay. And I'm not here to say it was okay or not. I think it's fucking weird. I don't think you should be doing it. But he's a grown man. My thing is, he didn't want to do it. That's my problem with it. It's like, you didn't want to do it. You had to be coached into it. You had to be talked into it. You had to make all these rules because you weren't okay with it. And now you're having second thoughts about it, and you're bringing up all these other people to try and justify what you did.
I can't. That's just weird.
Yeah, well, at least we can
He
agree on
says it's
that.
best with the bitch eating chitlins. I don't know
What percentage of the audience do you think is disgusted by the idea of eating shit out of a woman's ass? I'm gonna say 99%.
90, no, because of this nigga Freddie Roosevelt. 98. 2% is into the shit.
Let me ask.
I'd probably
Also,
say
I
that.
think it's funny that
Sounds
I told Sharp earlier. I go, my goal today is to do a podcast with Wack where we don't spend the entire time talking about different beefs that he has with people, because I feel like we are capable
I don't give a
of
fuck.
more.
We got to talk about that. The people want to see that. It ain't beefs. This is just people cannot handle, right, the truth. They can't handle the reality of the facts, bro. They keep, look, this is what it is.
You're talking about the shitty booty still?
Any of these motherfuckers, right? Like, for instance,
I'm just saying I want to prove our versatility by not making every episode me just saying, so you don't get along?
All right, so is this going to be all about beef now?
no, with the duel, okay? This is Batman Robin.
You're a rooster and I got my booster.
Nah, well, you
All right, so it looks like the gist of the video, what we wanted to see, is over with. And yeah, it looks like he's starting to regret it, at least to some degree. The backlash is starting to get to him a little bit, because now he's bringing in other people to try and justify what he did. And the person that he brought in never justified it. He said what he said, and it is what it is. That's someone that's actually comfortable with what they're saying they do. That's the difference. You can see, compare and contrast. Adam is holding shows about it, talking about the rules he's made, all these other things, talking about how someone else did it, so you should not talk about him doing it. Meanwhile, that person's like, I'm going to do what I do. Fuck you. I don't give a shit. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And I'm out.